Hi children, welcome back to my channel and you're watching my channel Literature with Ritu. So right now we are studying a poem, Blame Him, and the first part of that video as I have already created, and in the first part of the video I have explained up to this portion, right? And this is the second part of the video, or this is the second part of the poem rather, and in this part uh, of the poem we are going to start from this stanza. It was the English, Caspar cried, who put the French to rout. So we are going to start from this stanza right now. So without any further ado, let's get started. It was the English, Caspar cried, who put the French to rout, but what they fought each other for I could not well make out. So here once again Caspar is telling that it was the English who defeated the French, or who had brought the French to their knees. You could also write like this, that it was the English who brought the French to their knees, or French was defeated in the hands of the English, right? But what they fought for each other I could not well make out. So see, such a irony is written over here by the poet, that the reason behind the wars, uh, the reasons behind the war, were totally unknown to Caspar. Caspar did not have any idea about the reasons why the war had taken between the English and the French. Like, Caspar could not make heads or tails out of the battle. You could also write like this: Caspar could not make heads or tails out of the war, right? So this is such an irony that he did not know the reason behind the wars, but even then he keeps on repeating that it was a grand victory, it was a grand war, right? So this is such an irony here presented by the poet. So let's come to the second stanza. My father lived at Blenheim, yon little stream hard by. They burnt his dwelling to the ground, he was forced to fly. So now he recollected the memories of the past. Okay, Caspar is recollecting the memories of the past, and he remembers of his father, how that war had affected his father and his whole family also. So at that period of time he was a small child, and he was also with his father when all this happened with his family. Okay, so yon little stream by means his father lived at Blenheim. Yon little, yon means over there. Okay, little stream hard by, meaning उसका जो हट था, उसका जो, so I must speak in Hindi also. I had forgotten because like मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि children have difficulties when I or somebody explains the whole things in English, then uh, I think समझ में आता है, but still some of the things remain uh, some of the things remain still unclear if one goes on speaking in English. So I have decided, from the beginning of the channel, I have tried my best to explain things both in Hindi and English. So they burnt his dwelling to the ground. Sorry, यहाँ से था yon little stream hard by. मतलब क्या हुआ कि yon मतलब over there. Okay, so the father of Caspar, this voice. So father of Caspar was living in a hut, and that hut was situated just beside a river, small river. Stream matlab small river, hard by matlab nearby. Okay, so he was living in a hut which was situated beside a small river. Okay, they burnt his dwelling to the ground, and he was forced to flee. So what they did, they played havoc with the whole village. Okay, where his father was living along with his family. उन्होंने पूरा गांव को डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया था, एंड ही रेज्ड हेवॉक. आप ये भी लिख सकते हैं, ही रेज्ड हेल, और ही रेज्ड हेवॉक भी लिख सकते हैं. ही रेज्ड हेल with his father by demolishing his hut to the ground, or they burnt his hut, they burnt his dwelling means hut, उसका जो रहने का जो place था. तो they burnt his dwelling, they burnt his hut, and they demolished by burning his hut to the ground. ठीक है, तो उसको उन्होंने पूरी तरह से बर्बाद कर दिया था. And he was forced to fly, right? So they obviously they destructed or they played havoc with the whole village, and all the people were affected. All the people were you know, running here and there. All the people were flying. All the people were uh, trying to search for shelters. Okay, अपना कुछ shelter खोजने के लिए इधर उधर भाग रहे थे. And Casper's father was one of them, and he was also trying to fly along with his whole family. और उस समय में कैस्पर जो है बहुत छोटे थे. ठीक है, तो so with his father and child he fled, nor had he where to rest his head. So along with his family, like the father and child, like I think कैस्पर ही एक उनके बच्चे थे और शायद कोई नहीं था क्योंकि इसमें लिखा हुआ नहीं है. So with his father and child he fled. So his father माने कैस्पर्स father along with his wife and child he fled. Okay, वो भागने के लिए कोशिश किए. Nor had he where to rest his head, but उनके पास कोई भी प्रोटेक्शन करने के लिए जगह नहीं थी. ठीक है, he had no shelter or protection to save his family or himself. ठीक है, उनके पास कोई भी जगह नहीं थी. he did not have any shelter or he had no shelter or protection to save his family or himself. कोई भी एक अपने बच्चे को और वाइफ को ले जाने के लिए कहीं पर भी कोई भी जगह नहीं थी. So let's come to this stanza. I don't know कितना नंबर है इसका, which number of a stanza is this, I don't know. So this stanza पे with fire and sword. Now this is once again an idiom. So the meaning of this idiom is damage and destruction all over. Okay, with fire and sword the country around, that means the whole country, the whole village, there was damage and destruction all over. The village was wasted far and wide. That means damage, waste means damage होना. ठीक है, fire and sword मतलब death and destruction. You could also write there was death and destruction everywhere. Okay, so one could see a damage all over the village. ठीक है, one could see the damage over large distances. इसका मतलब हुआ wasted. waste मतलब हम लोग जानते हैं कि कोई भी चीज़ को वेस्ट हो जाना. तो डैमेज यू कुड राइट. सो वन कुड सी द डैमेज ओवर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंसेस. फार एंड वाइड इज वंस अगेन एन इडियम. फार एंड वाइड जिसका मतलब होता है ओवर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंसेस. सो वन कुड सी द डैमेज, वन कुड सी द डिस्ट्रक्शन ओवर large distances. Okay, so and many childing mother then and newborn babies died. Okay, so what he's trying to tell, in village, you know, common people become the collateral damage, or common people, general people become the real sufferers. Okay, because they don't have any concern with the wars. They do not have any relation with the kinds of wars which take place in their lives. They are not concerned in any ways, but even then they become the ultimate sufferer. Okay, तो ये जो childing woman है इसका क्या दोष है, उसको कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, because she is expecting, she is going to give birth to a baby, but even then she has become the sufferer. Like she died along with his along with her newborn baby, because the baby has not even come to the world. Baby is still inside the womb of his mother. Okay, but फिर भी उसको मरना पड़ रहा है. I mean, जबकि जो फैक्ट है कि इन लोगों को वार से कोई मतलब नहीं. whereas the fact is that they don't have any concern with the wars. Okay, with the kinds of wars they do not have any concern, लेकिन फिर भी उनको मरना पड़ता है. so this is what newborn baby. अब जो बेबी ऑलरेडी आ चुके हैं दुनिया में, ठीक है, जो बेबी just they are newborn, they have just come to the world, they have just like appeared in this world, उन लोगों को भी मरना पड़ता है. अब बताओ, छोटे छोटे बच्चे जो आ चुके हैं दुनिया में, उनको वार से क्या लेना देना, लेकिन फिर भी उनको मरना पड़ता है. बट थिंग्स लाइक दैट, यू नो, मस्ट एट एवरी फेमस विक्ट्री. लेकिन फिर भी इट्स शॉकिंग, लाइक इट्स रियली वेरी शॉकिंग एंड सरप्राइजिंग दैट कैस्पर जो है वो he is still telling that these kinds of things are quite common in grand wars. जब grand wars होता है तो these kinds of things are quite common. They must be ये जो है, this word is very important. You could even find questions related to this this idiom इडियम नहीं है ये, जो वर्ड है, जो कंबाइंड वर्ड है, इसका आपको क्वेश्चन भी मिल सकता है कि ये मस्ट भी क्यों लिखा हुआ है। तो आप लिख सकते हो कि ये बहुत बड़ी आयरनी है कि स्टिल कैस्पर जो है इज commending wars, still he is applauding these kinds of wars. So this is, ये क्या आयरनी है, मैं इसको पहले आपको in the first part of the video I have already explained, so you can go to the first part and you can see what the irony is all about and why Casper is telling like that. Because common people के मन में एक misconception होता है about wars. Common people सोचते हैं कि नहीं ठीक है, ओके ओके, ऐसा वार तो होना चाहिए, ऐसा वॉर नहीं होगा तो फिर तो दुनिया चली नहीं सकती है, लाइक दैट। तो फिर हम लोग नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा में चले जाते हैं। So this is the next stanza. They say it was a shocking sight after the field was won, for many thousand bodies here lay rotting in the sun. They say, उन लोगों ने कहा, मतलब पहले के जो लोग थे जिन्होंने वॉर देखा था, तो कैस्पर तो छोटे थे उस टाइम पे, तो he has heard from the mouth of many people that it was a shocking sight. The sight was extremely dreadful और horrific, appalling, लिख सकते हैं ये सब वर्ड्स, ठीक है। वो जो साइट था, जो वॉर का जो साइट था, उसका जो सीन था, इट वॉज एक्सट्रीमली शॉकिंग। वाई? बिकॉज जो मैनी थाउजेंड बॉडीज लाइक कॉर्पसेस, डेड बॉडीज से इट वॉज strewn with, it was strewn with, the whole field was strewn with dead bodies, ठीक है। आफ्टर द वॉर फील्ड वॉज वन, मतलब जब वॉर को जीत लिया गया, when the battle was won by the English people, what kind of scenario was there over that field? It was a very dreadful scenario, it was a very shocking sight. Why? Because many thousand people who were dead, who were slain or who were executed were lying on the ground. The ground was filled, or the ground was strewn with dead bodies. Okay, lay rotting in the sun. Rotting means, rotting का आप लिख सकते हैं, लिख सकते हैं decaying, लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है, decaying लिख सकते हैं। The corpuses were decaying or decomposing or disintegrating in the sun. Okay, अच्छा, इसको 1000 bodies के लिए, if you really want to change, if you really want to make your answers very impressive and very बहुत ज़्यादा उसको आप अगर एकदम आई कैचिंग बनाना चाहते हैं, then in that case you could write killiard of people. Okay, killiard of people were slain. Okay, एक मिनट रुकिए। हाँ, so in place of 1000 bodies you could write killiard of people were slain. If you really want to give some another word, or if you really want to replace this word 1000, otherwise it will work, like it will serve the purpose if you write 1000 itself. Then but I really want you to change the words, whatever words are given in the poem or in the story, or whatever we are explaining, whatever we are studying in the stories and poems. So I really want you to change the word so that it could leave an impression on the teacher that yes, you have understood the meaning of this particular word. So don't try to repeat, avoid avoid trying repeating the words, ठीक है। उसको वर्ड्स को रिपीट करना आप लोग थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करेंगे। तो 1000 के लिए आप चेंज कर सकते हैं, but things like that must be after a famous victory. The same thing he is once again repeating in these last two lines also. Now, great praise the Duke of Marlborough won and our good Prince Eugene. Why it was a wicked, why it was a wicked thing, said little Wilhelmine. Okay, now Wilhelmine and Peterkin were the grandchildren of Caspar. Okay, and now both of them were listening to Caspar, and they were listening to Caspar, like he was telling them about the war, why it had taken place, what happened, what did not. Okay, so all these things were being explained by Caspar to his grandchildren. They were listening to all, but at last Wilhelmine started, like she got so excited by listening to this story, or by listening to the reasons behind the war, or by listening to the things which had taken place in the war. So she got so excited that she started telling, or she started giving her own opinions about that war. अब वो सुन के इतना एक्साइट हो गई इन सब चीज़ों को कि उसे बहुत गुस्सा भी आया, और वो थोड़ा सा एक्साइट होके वो अपना कुछ मैंने खुद वो उसके बारे में क्या सोचती है वो उसको बोलने लगी. However, she was a little kid, but even then बच्चे भी तो, उनका भी तो दिमाग होता है कि भाई क्या सही है और क्या गलत है. तो शी नाउ वो बोल रही है कि ग्रेट फ्रेज द ड्यूक ऑफ मालब्रो. नाउ वो बोलती है कि इट्स ऑल राइट फाइन दैट ड्यूक ऑफ मालब्रो एंड प्रिंस यूजिन they had won the war, so I have got a great praise for these two people, like Duke of Marlborough and Prince Eugene. It's all right, fine. I would like to exalt, or I would like to adore, I would like to comment or express my great approval of Duke Marlborough and Prince Eugene. There's no doubt about the fact that they had won the war against the French, and they have done a good job. But why it was a wicked thing, said लिटिल विलेमाइन. फिर भी वो बोलती है कि जो है ये जो वॉर हुआ था ये एक विकेड थिंग था. ठीक है, एक बहुत ही गलत चीज़ था. ठीक है, तो आप इसके लिए लिख सकते हैं ऊपर के लिए, यहाँ के लिए ये वर्ड्स आई हैव गिवन यू, सम सिनोनिम्स आई हैव गिवन यू ग्रेट प्रेज के लिए. यू कुड ऑल्सो राइट लाइक दिस दैट शी स्टार्टेड प्रेजिंग द ड्यूक टू द स्काईज. ये मीडियम्स लिख सकते हैं कि शी स्टार्टेड प्रेजिंग द ड्यूक टू द स्काईज, और शी स्टार्टेड प्रेजिंग द ड्यूक एंड द प्रिंस टू द स्काईज, और शी स्टार्टेड सिंगिंग द ड्यूक्स प्रेजेस. ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. लेकिन बाद में वो बोली कि नहीं, इट वॉज अ विकेड थिंग. ठीक है, ये एक सिंफुल और इमोरल थिंग था, ये एक इविल थिंग था. ठीक है, क्योंकि उसको भी समझ में आया कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, आप जो बोल रहे हैं कि इट वॉज अ ग्रेट विक्ट्री, इट वॉज अ ग्रेट वॉर, नो इट वॉज नॉट अ ग्रेट वॉर, इट वॉज नॉट अ ग्रैंड विक्ट्री, इट वॉज अ विकेड थिंग रादर. ठीक है, ऑन द कंट्रारी इट वॉज अ विकेड थिंग, इट वॉज अ सिंफुल एक्ट, इट वॉज अ सिंफुल event which had taken place in the history of wars. Nay, nay, little girl, quoth he, it was a famous victory. So once again here, see, Caspar is contradicting that girl. Again वो उसको contradict कर रहा है, बोल रहा है नहीं नहीं नहीं, तुम गलत बोल रही हो, it was a famous victory. ये एक famous victory थी, और ये एक famous war था. और आप लिख सकते हैं कि ही इज़ रिजेक्टिंग हर आइडियाज़ ऑन द वॉर एज शी इज़ टेलिंग कि नहीं, ये एक गलत जो चीज़ था, ये गलत इवेंट हुआ था. लेकिन वो जो है कैस्पर इज़ रिजेक्टिंग वंस अगेन हिज हर आइडियाज़ अपॉन वॉर. एंड एवरीबडी प्रेज्ड द ड्यूक हु दिस ग्रेट fight did one win, but what good came out of it at last, quoth little Peterkin. Now Peterkin also started giving his own ideas about the war. Now he also became very angry about the things which took place in the war, or about the wars itself which had taken place, because he also noticed a lot of things which which had happened in the war which were totally wrong, और which were totally inhuman था. बहुत सारा चीज़ ऐसा वार में हुआ जो कि totally inhuman था. Now he also became very angry, and he also lost his temper upon the kind of things which took place in the times of wars, or at the times of wars. तो वो क्या बोला कि ठीक है, everybody praised the king, सब लोगों ने king की तारीफ की, और everybody commended the duke, everybody applauded the king, everybody exalted the king. ठीक है, जो कि इतना ग्रेट फाइट को जीत लिया, who had won such a great fight against the French. लेकिन क्या निकला, इसको जीतने से निकला क्या, what had happened, और what good had come out of it at last, what good had come out of this war at last, क्या निकला अल्टीमेटली इसमें से, क्या जो अच्छाई है वो निकली, क्योंकि इतने लोग मर गए. एक्सपेक्टिंग सबसे ज़्यादा तकलीफ हुई कि सुनकर जो चाइल्डिंग वुमेन थी, जिनके जो अपने बच्चे को जन्म देने वाली थी, they died, and newborn babies, like they are in no way concerned with wars, उनको कोई लेना ही देना नहीं था, वो मर गए. तो ये दिस इज़ एक्सट्रीमली सैड, डिसमल. तो उसको भी बहुत दुख हुआ, एंड ही ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड आस्किंग these questions about the wars. Why, that I cannot tell, but the Casper once again telling the same thing, that it was a famous victory, and he, why, that I cannot tell. Once again he is telling, see, once again he is telling why I cannot tell. वो नहीं बोल सकता है कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ, लेकिन it was a famous victory. ठीक है, तो this is an irony about the war. So why this is an irony and all that I have explained in the first part of the poem. You can watch in the first part of the poem. So once again मैंने ये इसको अच्छे से फर्स्ट पार्ट में समझा दिया है इसके बारे में. यू कैन गो टू माई फर्स्ट वीडियो एंड यू कैन वॉच अबाउट दिस पोएम इन डिटेल. ओके, so if you like my ways of teaching, my ways of explanation, then like my videos and subscribe to my channel positively if you are new to it, and please press on the bell icon so that you get all the notifications of my videos as I'm going to upload them. So in our next video, once again we are going to start a new poem or a new story. Till then, bye bye.